decision, his replacement. A little bit of reshuffling as well, sees Amarillo move to full back from fly half. And then in the forwards as well, Borazas is in, Martinelli is in as well as Laura, and Echevergari in the back row. The Netherlands, on the other hand, have remained pretty settled from their most recent victory against Kenya. Mark van der Veen is the only change in the forwards, and Rory Crum comes back in at the centre. He's going to park, kicks it into the sky, which has been well gathered by Tobias Nota. Powerful inside centre. Doran ball, steady from the base of that ruck, and it's been almost picked out of the sky there by Gabriel Cassi. Just fumbled forward, so Uruguay will be looking to try and go in the counter-attack. A little chip over the top, swept up there by Van der Veen. And I think that opening 30 seconds perhaps gives us a flavour of how this game might transpire. Uruguay very dynamic in behind that pack. Strong front row as well, but the Dutch do have a bit of grit and guile in their side.
Okay, gents, Marcus here. Time on.
Bertolotti passes the shoelace test. He's attacking down in the scrum alongside Borazas. One of the changes in the starting lineup for Uruguay.
Come on.
Muy bien, Alita, laburalo.
For side, you must
Laburalo con paciencia.
Okay.
Está bien. Buena rana.
Martinelli is one of the players that's getting a word for Ethan Glass, as well as Ahmed O'Nolan. The Dutch loose head and the Uruguay tight head.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Front rows will get a march on each other in these opening exchanges. And it's crumbled to the floor. And in the eyes of the match official, it's the Netherlands who have been penalised there. Uruguay currently sitting in third position in the table, just a point behind the Netherlands. And that is a superb kick into the corner.
Don't straight to the floor, you must bring your feet up and keep your height, okay?
Brilliant kick into the corner from Uruguay. It gives them the first real attacking opportunity of this game, a couple of minutes in. And Perez has the first
Guys,
chance.
only one receiver, please.
To throw in. Gone to the tail. Bertini, the captain, is gathered in the Uruguayan juggernaut, is starting to charge towards the line. Illegally so. And it's a let-off for the Dutch, because that drive had some momentum. Vasson has then handed the ball to kick downfield. Another player to keep an eye out on is that man there, the fullback, Elon Vasson. 4 conversions against Kenya and against USA. He also got a try in the victory against Kenya. Hinks, his first sighter, has been flagged back, but it's almost been gathered by Uruguay at the tail. Perez just waiting in behind at the tail of the line, just not able to gather the ball.
Okay, guys, let's go.
And you can see some early nerves amongst these two sides, knowing there's an opportunity to finish in third place if they can secure a victory here. Uruguay, last year's runners-up against a Spain side, which has progressed on to the main championship.
Set.
Doran ball rolls into a steady scrum, but Uruguay look like they've got a little bit of an edge there as Nota fumbles midfield. Trademark Tobias Nota, angling his run towards that outside shoulder of the fly half.
One good height.
Just takes his eye off the ball.
Keep from there. That last scrum, perfect. Yes.
Interesting. You can see the 9 in that position. One of the trail laws. The offside position.
We've played 5 minutes. We've only played 5 minutes. Let's go.
The referee trying to sprinkle some humour on the match, reminding the players that they've only gone for 5 minutes so far, and it's now a central Uruguayan scrum.
Crouch. Bind.
The scrum half, Dorenball's not able to
Set.
chase.
Keep your height.
Hobble
Keep your
round
height.
the scrum to take a position at the hindmost foot of that scrum as he does there. And Uruguay put the squeeze on the Dutch. Advantage coming for the side as well. It's trundling towards that 5 metre line. And they are going to win the penalty. Obiang Nguema is the player who's been penalised, the heaviest member of the Dutch squad. Infringing at the scrum, and it does afford first opportunity for a pop at the post for Landauer. And 6 minutes in, it's going to be a game of fine margins. There's a lot of tries, high scores in this tournament. You feel this game could be a little bit closer. Moments like this might prove to be pivotal for either side. Successful. Uruguay able to put pressure on the Dutch. They strike the first blow, nudge themselves ahead. 3 points to 0 from the boot of their fly half, Landauer. Netherlands gets back underway, and Kit Temperley does a brilliant job to put a bit of pressure. And the Uruguay receiver able to get it back, so Uruguay can go through their systems and their phases to escape their own 22. Oblo. Taking the right foot behind that, watched all the way by Hydra. Pressurised by a tenacious Uruguayan defence. He squeezed the penalty off the Dutch as well. Textbook play from Uruguay, exiting their own area with relative ease and being able to turn defence into attack. And they kick their way back downfield through this penalty here. Hydra isolated in the work on the floor there from Bertolotti. Towering second row, low enough to pressurise the Dutch fly half. And it's been flapped and gathered well at the tail.
Tackler!
This time it's Netherlands who benefit from a little bit of inaccuracy at the line-out. Swings the right boot. Territorially doesn't make a lot of gains, but it's been bounced back to pretty much the position that he kicked it from. Now Vassen, Johan Vassen gives it to Crump, stamps off his right foot and weaves back in field. Reinstated to the starting lineup from that victory over Kenya. Obiang Nguema tries to win that game. As was this man, Dorenball. Travels, puts himself in a better position, and this time makes some good ground from that boot.
Number 6 never moves back, always offside.
Chinson is the player penalised for the Dutch. Offside when the kick was made. I did say that Dorenball was travelling. he did retreat behind his pack and perhaps is guilty of playing Tunison offside. And what was a relatively healthy kick from the Dutch scrum half has resulted in a penalty to Uruguay. A chance to double their advantage here at Hive. And it's been a mature, steady approach from Uruguay. They've been involved in some tight games. Trail Netherlands in the table, but in 10 minutes they've been the steadier of the two sides. Certainly struck well. The accuracy just slightly off from Landauer. And just glances to the wrong side of the uprights.
Okay, guys, all behind, please.
So all players now must retreat from a kick, and that's part of the reason that penalty was awarded. Zilon Vassen kicks it down to Amarillo, his opposite man. He's able to find Landauer. Boot to ball, and Moluk does well to sweep up in behind. We're able to strip the ball and working hard on the floor. Just still a march on this Dutch side. Hoblo in Lincoln play, and that's a huge collision midfield as Martirini tried to travel with the ball in hand and met with a solid orange wall. Hoblo able to find Tick this time. Felipe Tick, the loose head prop. Amarillo playing his first receiver. Trying to unlock this Dutch defence, but it was an area of the Dutch game which was impressive in parts against the USA, perhaps narrow at times. But Nguema, supported by a teammate, just able to put enough pressure on the travelling Amarillo to knock the ball on. He's come off second best. Nguema perhaps still holds the accolade of best try celebration in this tournament after his try against Kenya. It gives an opportunity for players to get some water on board, and perhaps especially for the Dutch to perhaps re-evaluate how they've approached the opening 10 minutes to this game, because it's been all Uruguay. Asking loads of questions of this Netherlands side, perhaps indicate the experience that both of these sides have in this competition. Uruguay played in 11 tournaments before this. They were champions in 2008 and runners-up last year against Spain. This is the Netherlands' first outing in the World Rugby Under-20 trophy. And they've made quite an impact.
Crow. Line. Set.
Scrum relatively steady, then the nudge comes on from Uruguay, but Dorenball does well to get the ball hooked out of the nucleus of that scrum. It went high, and having to watch this closely is Amarillo, who does a tremendous job of just weaving his way out of the congested area. No chance for Perez to travel with the ball in hand. Almost stabbed in behind, but has been trapped down by the Dutch. And call there from match official Ethan Glass, on that Hoblog, the Uruguay number 9. Offside when the ball was kicked. As you can see there, Douwer did eventually receive the ball, and Vassen now trying to kick downfield, just trying to squeeze a little bit too much out of that, not able to find touch. The Netherlands do get a throw into the line out inside the Uruguay 22, but perhaps not as far down the field as Elon Vassen did hope.
Netherlands here.
At times been almost laser-like with that left boot of his. Gathered by Tjunkast. Splintering away from the side now is Horace Smith, who is a real danger man for this Dutch side. 5 tries so far in this trophy. Cast works hard round the corner to receive the next ball. Nguema now picks and goes, keeping the tempo in this passage of play. More Dutch players gather around, try and keep it tight, patience and be pragmatic. Penalty advantage coming. Martirini is guilty, but the weave in touch. Tjunkast is able just to pirouette his way over the line for a reply score for the Netherlands. The penalty advantage was coming. Difficult to try and stop 120 kilograms of second row power from that short distance. Patient build up from the Netherlands, able to shift the point of contact, and Tjunkast was there ready to finish off this try from 5 metres out, supported well by Clay Tunison, is in the back row for the Netherlands. The Dutch take the lead, and they add the 2 points from the boot of Elon Vassen too. There's a first real attacking opportunity for Netherlands, and they've certainly shown their danger that they possess up front. Trying for that man, Tjunkast. Been impressive throughout this tournament. Embrace with Gabriel Cassie, his second row colleague. Destructive Dutch duo. In his Kit Temple, he's not able to gather the ball from the restart. And it's almost the polar opposite of the way that Uruguay approached
Uruguay.
their exit from inside their own half. An error there from the Dutch captain. Pick throws at the front and brought down. Uruguay splinter away quickly and then link up back inside. Echeveragari just trying to find Perez on the inside line. Doran ball has a pod set up ready to track it forward. Gabriel Cassie.
And use it!
They've got Vassen
Guys, all
deep.
come back, move back.
He was asked to retreat, you'll hear the match official say. The trial law is on at the moment. Ball's flung back inside there by Gary Aldi.
Guys, no contest.
Oblong, he's got options outside up. Uruguay is not able to find that free arm at Chivaragari this time again. Oblong goes quick and he's found a pocket of space in that Dutch defence. Facing up Vassen, wants to try and go round the outside, but just loses his foot and able to keep the tempo high. He's been supported well there. And now Uruguay got half an opportunity, but just fumble the ball forward. Great awareness from Oblong. Able to spot that gap. Horace Smith just and Tunison just letting them travel. Just that little bit of loose footing from the Uruguayan scrum half. Allowed Vassen perhaps an easier challenge. He certainly looks like a bundle of energy. And that streaking blue, number 9 top. How Uruguay will approach the scrum. Being on top.
Set. And use it.
And Uruguay perhaps drop the anchor. Vassen looks to launch it downfield. That just came off the side of that left boot of his. A shake of the head. It does temporarily relieve the pressure.
Franco, I need you in, please, thank you.
Back at it again from Uruguay, who look to go quick. Echeverri again. Working hard to stay on his feet and steal a couple of yards. Hoblo able to find the captain, Bertini, who's been marched back by combination tackle from the Netherlands. Landauer weaving the ball and manipulating the Dutch defence. All kept alive into the hands of Lawler now. Borazas. Dutch defence holding firm. Amarillo weaves out of the first challenge. He's able to float it to Gary Alde as well. And from inside their own 22, the Netherlands have been able to march Uruguay back towards their own 10-metre line.
Side entry as well.
But Tobias Nota has had a quiet opening 20 minutes to this game.
Side entry.
He's given away a penalty. Side entry. From this passage of play, Gary Alde working hard, and then Nota, you can see just the last player to arrive at that breakdown.
Good, here we are.
Just nudging in from the side. Pick to throw, goes to the front again.
In 5.
And this time, Uruguay up to keep it tight.
Let it come, let it come, let it come.
Hoblo manages to find Peck. And Peck is guilty of just one roll too many. Bassett makes a much better connection with it this time. Kick the ball inside the Uruguay half. There's a healthy contingent from both nations inside Hive. From the Dutch fans and also Uruguay supporting their nations. Dorenbol finds Cast. And as he's just limping forward into the Uruguayan defence, has been brought back there by the match official for a squint through at the line out. If Uruguay had not contested that line out, it would have been play on. Because they're competing against a squint through, and it's brought back, and the team afforded the opportunity to pick a scrum or a line out, and Uruguay, unsurprisingly, have opted for this scrum. Starts to crab to the side slightly, and there's a bit of Dutch resistance in this set piece. And it perhaps got a little bit of an upper hand because Ahmed O'Nolan is guilty of driving in from the side. From the penalty, it's not going to go out, and a bit of miscommunication inside the 22 from Dorenbol and Kit Temperley has led perhaps to...
You had a really good standard. Again, stay up. Keep your standard, please.
Has perhaps resulted in the worst option for the Netherlands. Uruguay will be wanting to try and flex their muscles 5 metres away from the Dutch line.
Back to how they were, please. Thank you. Crouch. Bind. Set.
This is mistake just opened the door for Uruguay. It's splintering and popping at the front. Referee calls for it to be used, some interlinking play. The ball has went to ground. And Moloch has done well to sweep that ball up.
No, he's gathered it.
Rapid Dutch defence up in the faces of the Uruguayans. Forced to use the ball from the scrum. Flat attacking back line. Just not able to shift the ball quick
Guys,
enough.
hands down! Hands! Thank you. Oh.
Vasson relieves the pressure and temporarily Nick Dorenbol can perhaps breathe a little sigh of relief that their faux pas inside their own 22 is not resulted in a Uruguayan try.
Let's go. Hurry up the process.
The team's also allowed 30 seconds to set a line out or a scrum. Another one of these new trial laws to promote fast flow in rugby. It certainly does that. Uruguay try and puncture the Dutch in midfield, but that robust defence from the Netherlands again holds firm. Until he yield the penalty, and Vasson this time will be hoping to find touch from that left boot. He's just not able to. It's inside the Uruguay 22, but not able to find touch.
Move back, move back!
Ripped into the sky temporarily underneath it, gathers the ball, tries to present it back, keep it tight for as long as possible so Tune Karst can now carry. Dorenbol travels, thinks he spots a gap in front of him, but it's been plugged there by Bertolotti. Hydra acts as an auxiliary scrum half.
Tackler!
Ends up in the hands of Karst again, and been like opening 25 minutes from the second row. And eventually, Hanks, the hooker, who's travelling with the ball in hand, just fumbles the ball forward.
Time off.
The Netherlands doing well to shift the point of contact.
Come on.
That is how their try
So you've got time now as well.
came about. Tune Karst was able to score the try for the Netherlands after 15 minutes, and Landauer getting the opening score of this game, the penalty from the left boot of the Uruguay fly half. And it's been as close as we perhaps predicted here at Hive. A reminder that a victory for either side will see them in that third, fourth place playoff. Otherwise, it's a tussle with Samoa in the 5th and 6th place playoff. Game's already confirmed. It'll be Hong Kong, China against Kenya. The loser of this game will play Samoa. And in the victor of this game will play either Scotland or Japan. That is the final game here at Hive in the early evening here in Scotland. Winners takes all game in Pool A to see who's going to be playing the USA table toppers in Pool B in the final. Play back underway with a centre field scrum. Oblog waits patiently.
Set!
In glass watches, especially this
Stay straight!
side of the scrum.
And use it!
Downfield by Uruguay, watched all the way by Vasson, who's a steady fullback.
Netherlands, move back, please. Move
Lines
back.
up a spot on the pitch and kicks it centre field, maximising the angle for a kick back downfield, but Tune Karst is able to charge down the ball. Oblog has to quickly get his hands on it.
And let go now.
Much to the delight of the Dutch fans. Charged down. Hoblog able to sweep up, but a cluster of orange jerseys there. And Nguema was the player who was able to get his body in the right position just to suffocate Pedro Hoblog. Squeeze the penalty. And as soon as the penalty is called, 60 seconds to take the kick.
Number one.
Currently 45 left on the clock.
I know the last one is perfect. See if you keep that standard. We're good, okay? But you must try hard to keep square.
Passing to extend the Dutch lead. And then it's curling through. And in the background was the one-to-one support Ahmed Nolan has been receiving from Ethan Glass in the front row. Keeping an eye on his driving angle. Vassen looking out the noise to add a further 3 points and generate a 7-point gap between them. 10 and Uruguay will be disappointed to compound that error.
What are we doing? Okay,
So scrum centre field. Sloppiness has resulted in the centre field scrum. It's a glorious day here in the capital of Scotland. The sun beaming down on the pitch. And it's been keenly contested here. Van der Veen gives it to Doran Ball, looks to try and give it to Tobias Notta, who was just engulfed midfield. That's a little bit keen to get in on the action.
Okay guys, let's go. Let's come please.
Deportiva Francesca Centre in Argentina, Tobias Notta. Just not able to get into this game. A key component in the second half comeback against the USA in game day one.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Another scrum.
Stay up and square. Keep there, good. And use it!
And the referee is doing an incredible job of keeping these scrums square. And Uruguay have done a brilliant job of breaking free. Amarillo crashing his way through that defensive line. Hoblo. Expansive play from Uruguay, getting the ball into some wider channels. The low ball has been picked up well on the wing by Gary Aldi. It's just drifted forward. And neither side able to find any real continuity in the opening half hour. One opportunity for the Netherlands. There's been a couple for Uruguay. They will perhaps, going into half time, be disappointed that they've not been able to add to that 3 points from the left boot of Landauer.
Crouch!
The scrum clinic continues. Reset on the halfway line.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
From that clash in the front row,
Captain,
has resulted in a penalty for Uruguay. And Ethan Glass is just going to have a little conversation about O'Nolan. He's going to have it with Kit Temperley.
We have one area you do not keep your standards. Okay, has some very good scrums, but you need to stay at that level. Okay, understand? So this one, keep your height, your elbow is coming straight down, and on the other hand, stay square. Okay, understand? Thank you.
So you get a glimpse of the Scottish Gas at Murrayfield, which is just in behind Hive Stadium here. You could hear Ethan Glass just having a conversation with Ahmed O'Nolan. Really detailed analysis there from the match official, looking to try and keep the play as progressive as possible. Make sure that the scrums are keeping these spectators entertained here at Hive as they keenly watch on in this break of play. Some running repairs for Goose Hanks after that most recent collapse scrum on the halfway line. Tom van Uyen is the replacement hooker on the bench for the Netherlands. Will not be one to go to the bench as early in proceedings. However, the grimace on the face of Hanks perhaps suggests that Van Uyen might need to start limbering up. As he currently makes his way out of the dugout. He's in conversation with the coaching team. So it does look like there will be an early replacement for the Netherlands. The number 16, fair-haired Tom van Uyen. He's just readying himself. The replacement early on in the second half in the victory against Kenya comes on for a dejected and battered Goose Hanks. The play did stop with that penalty from that scrum to Uruguay, and that affords them a chance to kick downfield again and give Perez another shot if thrown into this line out.
Uruguay here.
Thrown at the tail, Hoblog gathers. Distributed from Landauer, centre field. It has went loose and it's been thrown back by the Netherlands into their own 22. Just chucking it back into an area where orange shirts will be loitering as Nguema travels round the corner.
Tackle!
Carries forward, setting the platform up for
And use it line!
a Dutch escape. Throwing ball again travels. And he's able to find touch from inside his own 22. There's going to be another break in play. As I think Nguema this time has perhaps come off second best. After that most recent carry to set up that platform for Dornball to kick downfield.
I will absolutely look, I can't see everything, but I will.
He's the heaviest player in the Dutch matchday squad at 123 kilograms. A try scorer in the game against Kenya. And he's been a bit of an anchor in this scrum, the tight head prop. Though again, the Dutch will be hoping that they don't have to go to the bench. Gales and Hackert the bench for the Netherlands. No movement as of yet. Perhaps just needing some air in the lungs. That looks more my exercise as opposed to the Dutch warming up on the sidelines. Looks like he will be okay to continue.
It's absolutely your choice.
A quick nod.
I get it. It's not that I don't want to stick to you, it's just...
Nguema is ready at the tail of this line out to get back into the thick of this action. Just all-important Pool B match between Uruguay and the Netherlands. Been thrown into the line out. Bertini gathers into the hands of Landauer. And Gini gets it centre field, but again, Uruguay not able to support players in the wider channels quick enough, moving the ball with great tempo, attacking with ferocity, but not able to work hard enough to support the ball carrier. Which gives the Dutch the chance to kick downfield yet again. Played this first half mostly on the ropes. Had one chance to strike a blow. Is Uruguay able to get in front of Chunkast, the try scorer for the Dutch?
Taken back.
He's just been beat to the flap of the ball. Martini.
And use it.
Carries for Uruguay.
Guys, move back, please. Move
Pass
back.
deep into the pocket for Landauer. He puts everything behind that one. Moluch has to just watch that bobble off the field of play. That's a great exit and kick from Francisco Landauer, the Uruguayan fly half. Swinging at that ball. Standing foot also kicking through as well. Such was the energy that was put in behind that exit downfield. Cassie gathers, and when he's brought down, the ball has been stolen by Uruguay yet again. Landauer distributes midfield, and now Uruguay are angling the run to try and unlock this defence. It's the chance there for Flangini. Big bundle and carry there from Perez, and he's broken through. Some good footwork. He's got a player in support. Is he going to need the supporting player? He's been hacked down by the Dutch defence, who are having to get back and scramble into the hands of the captain now, who powers over the line. The referee signals it. Bertini has been held up, but what a break it was there from Sebastian Perez. Shrugging off Ahmed O'Nolan, racing towards the line and bouncing off that left foot. Not able to use the support. Just on his shoulder, Borazas. And the captain tried to just force his way over that line before getting held up short. Now he's a player that's needing some care and attention. Under pressure with the world watching to tie his right boot. Back on the way with a 22 dropout. Again, the Dutch defence holding firm. You do wonder, without the defensive effort that they've exhibited so far, whether this scoreline would be the same, but Milan Vasid has just curled that out.
Uruguay.
First time I've been at a game and seen a goal line drop out. Kicked out on the full. So it's an opportunity to scrum or line out, and I think everybody would have guessed that it was going to be a Uruguayan scrum coming up next. An error from Vassen has provided Uruguay with a centre field attacking scrum 5 metres away from the Dutch line. A chance to split the centres. Landauer loitering behind the scrum. Defensive position of Dorenball might be important here as well. Hoblog still conversation with the backs to see what they're going to do if the ball does exit the scrum. It's been solid so far for Uruguay. And it's solid again. Uruguay are going to have to go to the backs. Hoblog linking up with his outside centre, Gini. It's gone loose. But Uruguay power over that ruck to free up the ball. Perez burrows down Hoblo travels, throws it back inside. But the Dutch are able to rip the ball away. Uruguay just not able to link up and be accurate enough. Hoblo, you can see there in the thick of the action. Echevergari as well. Not able to get any dominant challenges. The ball in hand, Perez perhaps has had the best one so far. Been able to shrug off Rafael Nolan on his way towards the 5 metre line. Still what yielded a try for the Uruguayans. The Dutch hold a 7-point advantage.
And stay up.
Van der Veen links up with Dorenbol. Right-footed swing downfield. The only player back there is Amarillo. He goes round the side of Moluk. And Uruguay
backwards off
now are feeling that they can attack this Dutch defence, but it's gone loose. And the Dutch then hack it back downfield. Defensively, again, the Dutch flooding up in numbers. Putting pressure on this Uruguay attack. Forcing errors like that one. It's wild from Uruguay. The Dutch in the shadow of their own post. It's a defensive scrum. They're able to force the errors of this Uruguayan side. They're struggling to find the answers to the Dutch defence.
We good?
The Netherlands now might see out the remainder of this first half with the ball in hand. Going to the front, it's well gathered, it's fallen to ground. Still the ball remains in Netherlands' hands. Cast carries forward. And the penalty is going to come for the Dutch as well. Dorenbol kicks over the top, there's nobody in behind. Where is the ball going to bounce? It's going to bounce up in the hands of Garayalde, the right winger for Uruguay. Waiting there with bated breath, with kick temperley for Netherlands. Echevergari was the player who's been penalised for offside.
Nobody else, just you. Okay.
And again, another kickable penalty for the Netherlands to close this half.
Guys, what are we doing?
Dangerous ball, great awareness from Dorenbol. And the Dutch are going for the corner. And that is perhaps a surprise. I was expecting the tee on. And Vasic to swing that left foot of his at the ball.
Okay, time off. One captain, forwards captain, come here. You have to find a way to not me at every lineup for numbers, okay? Okay. Hey, can I speak? Be fair to them. Unless you want to give them to me and I pass them. Okay? Let's go.
Clear again from Ethan Glass. He's been gathered at the tail, wrapped round his tune. Cast now is trucking his way towards the line. He's been hacked down by the Uruguay defence, but the orange shirts then filter round the corner. And they win the penalty yet again. But I think the Dutch will want to go quick as well. And it was Felipe Pick who's been penalised. And Obiang Nguema is towering over this ball. He taps quickly, he looks to try and bundle his way over the line. Is he able to get the ball down? And the referee has signalled that the ball has been held up.
Number 16 and captain. 16, captain.
The referee not happy with something.
16. Okay. After I've blown the whistle, we're held up here. This man is charged with a tucked arm to the back of the blue player. This is a yellow card. We start with the penalty on the side.
replacement hooker
Penalty on the 5.
has been sent to the sin bin.
16.
Closed arm.
Yeah, that's half time.
So the Netherlands will start the second half with 14 men because it's just been kicked off the field of play. Because Tom van Uyen has just been yellow carded for the Netherlands. But it is the Dutch who hold the advantage at half time here. They perhaps could have got some more scores towards the tail end of that first half. But they'll be happy with their first 40 minutes here.